Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Truthcast TV. Hope everybody is doing good. Hope everybody's feeling good. Hope everybody's staying healthy out there. You don't want to catch that flu that's going around. Anyway, I digress. You know, all I've covered here lately is the dark side of all of this lockdown and Kung Flu virus BS that's going on right now. So I figured I would cover a few stories, or at least one news story that was, upbeat and funny. So I figured that's what I'd start out with today. Let's check it out. We all remember a few days ago when a video come out of them filling a skate park full of sand so skateboarders couldn't go out there and skate because they was on lockdown because they needed to be 6 feet apart. Oh, Lordy. And so let's read. The Communist News Network is reporting a California city filled its skate park with sand to deter skateboarders. Then the dirt bike showed up. Officials in one California city thought they had what it would take to keep people away from a local skate park. 37 tons of sand. I mean, you can't make this shit up. And I mean, we're Americans. You're not going to keep us locked in our houses. And you damn sure ain't going to do it for long. Let's continue. While the skateboarders at Ralph Skate Park in San Clemente, California, were temporarily deterred by the city's attempt to enforce the state's strict social distancing measures put in place to fight the coronavirus, a group of dirt bikers was only encouraged. Connor Erickson, a 25-year-old content creator with Butterfly Films, told CNN he saw parks filled with sand on the news and thought it would be a good opportunity to take some dirt bikes to the park. Well, good for him. Videos he posted on Instagram show the bikers popping wheelies and launching off park ramps. Erickson told CNN once they were finished riding, the group teamed up with local skateboarders to move the sand by hand. There's major pushback, he said, of locals feeling about the sand. No one's happy about the sand in the park, and who the hell would be? I mean, Erickson said the city went too far by singling out the skate park. Yeah, they went too far, period, with this whole thing. But I figured I would, share a story that was, upbeat and funny and something we could laugh at. Now, here's another story that, it's not funny, but just, wow, I figured I would cover this one, just for the hell of it because it's so weird. 4 men were arrested after they allegedly broke into a woman's home and held her captive for hours to rob her of her government stimulus check sent out by struggling Americans during the Kung Flu pandemic. The woman, who was not named, reported the incident to the police in Lake Staten, Indiana, around 6 a.m. on Sunday, the Times of Northwest Indiana reported. Lake Staten Police Chief James Richardson told the newspaper that the woman said she had been held against her will by 4 men she knew in the early hours that morning. Reported that she woke up, the man broke into her home on Dearborn Street in Lake Staten at around 1:30 on Sunday. One of the men took away her phone so she was unable to call help and told police another man had a gun. The man eventually left the residence but promised to return and warned her not to leave, according to the Times of Northwest Indiana. But the woman made sure she had left and then drove to the Lake Staten Police Department. Police said that she told officers that the men were aware that she had recently received her $1,200 stimulus check and wanted to rob her. I mean, man, them guys were on some heavy drugs. I mean, wow. I just figured I would touch on that. Wow, it's crazy. Now let's see how they've been promoting this social distancing. Oh, they're using celebrities to promote social distancing. Julian Hugh doesn't feel lonely. Social distancing away from Brooks, her husband. I mean, she is literally social distancing from her husband. I mean, really. It seems Julia Hugh and Brooks Lax, or however you say his last name, are making personal use of this time apart. It was recently revealed that the married pair of nearly 3 years have been social distancing separately amid ongoing coronavirus pandemic protocol. I mean, in fact, while the ballroom pro has been in California, the ice hockey pro has been hundreds of miles away in Idaho, where they tied the knot, as he explained in a recent interview. When Hughes was spotted walking with actor Ben Barnes in Los Angeles last week, a source told E! News that the husband and wife have chosen to quarantine apart for right now. According to the insider, Brooke likes to be outdoors and in nature doing his thing, and that is fine with both of them. She wants him to be happy, and he wants her to be happy. If this is what it looks like, so be it. Wow. The source noted, adding that their marriage doesn't have a traditional setup and that they talk every day and in constant communication. Are you fucking kidding me? Blah. I mean, almost, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit, but yes, that's what they're doing now. They're promoting social distancing by using celebrities that are claiming that they're staying apart from each other, but I mean, that's probably the way they normally do it any damn way. But they say it's because of the Kung Flu virus. I mean, let's get real here. But I figured I'd share that with y'all today. Let's move right along. Passwords for who? Bill Gates Foundation. Employees reportedly spread online. And the CDC. So somebody has leaked all 25,000 employees' passwords online. Wonder why they would do that. Let's move right along. What do we got here? Let's watch a little clip.
A stunning new report now blaming Chinese operatives for spreading social media posts and text warnings and messages warning of a nationwide lockdown here in this country in the early days of the pandemic. How should the United States respond? Join us right now with insight is former CIA operative Brian Dean Wright. Brian Dean, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so while China was covering up the very beginning origins of this virus in their country, shortly thereafter, it sounds like they started this disinformation campaign. Apparently, they learned a lot from Russia and tried to say, hey, there's going to be a nationwide lockdown. And this was mid-March. And when I was in New York City, it's all anybody was talking about. But it wasn't true.
Yeah. Here's what I think American people need to understand. By design or effect, these were acts of war. Because to put it all together for a moment, we have a Chinese government who knows that the virus was virulent, that it was deadly, that it was communicable. They locked down Wuhan but allowed some of those international flights. And then finally, in the United States, they used their propaganda arms to incite fear, panic, and ultimately riots, unrest. I mean, so we have to remember by...
And so did the media, though. Let's not forget about that. Let's continue.
Design or effect what they were after. And so I think that what you're going to see in the next number of weeks is, and in fact, Fox News has reported exclusively, the intelligence community is out on the streets right now. The CIA, NSA, Department of Defense, State Department, they're collecting the intelligence necessary to show with a high degree of confidence that the Chinese government has done this horrific thing that you're saying now and reporting now, that there were these riots and inciting panic that the Chinese were trying to do, all the way back to where did the virus actually come from, right? So once all of that information comes out, we're going to be looking for a high degree of confidence from our sources and from our intelligence community to be able to show the world, to build those alliances that, in fact, China is culpable for this. So over the next couple of weeks, that's what you're going to see. Hopefully, a report put out, unclassified for the American people, and then a classified version for our allies as we form that global response. And then the President Trump has an opportunity to share with the country what we know. We have to rally around those facts and ultimately rally around him. And that's what it's going to take.
Well, here's what I think. I think China purposely I think China created the virus, purposely let it out, knowing the destruction that it would cause to our economy, our small businesses, knowing that, I mean, you just heard them say that they messaged out there was going to be a nationwide lockdown. And there was. I mean, they locked everything down. They tried to lock, almost every state at one point, said everybody stay in here. So actually there was a nationwide lockdown. So, I think this was a biological warfare tactic by China. I honestly do, but I don't have proof for that. That's just my opinion. But I think all of this, And China may not have been the only one behind it. The elites could have been in with China to, cause havoc and destruction and fear and panic in America. And I'm going to cover one more story for today. And a federal judge says he'll deny bid to open California churches in pandemic. Even when a video I done yesterday about USC and LA County did a study where there's only 7,000 cases in California, and they think 227 to 447,000 people have been infected. So that's a 0.3% death rate. That's right in line with the flu. But of course, they want to deny bids to open California churches. They don't want people praying. They don't want people worshiping God. Just saying. Anyway, I hope everybody has a damn good day. If you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button. If you like this content, please click that like button, because YouTube's not recommending my content. My videos are heavily shadow banned, and the more likes I get, then the more they'll have to show at least a few people this video. But I hope everybody has a damn good day. Stay vigilant, stay woke, and just remember, stay woke, especially in these times. And anyway, I got more content coming this week, so stay tuned. Have a damn good day, and I'm out.